afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mike Satterlee, and I am the class coordinator and instructor of police for the members of the 285th, and ladies and gentlemen, please rise and direct your attention to the McPherson Police Department Honor Guard for the presentation of the colors and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Color guard. Present. Oh!
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order. Oh!
You may be seated. The Wall of Honor was designed as a reminder of those KLETC graduates who have died in the line of duty. The Wall of Honor preserves their memories and gives family, friends, and law enforcement officers the opportunity to remember those who made the ultimate sacrifice in service to the citizens of Kansas. At this time, we'll observe a moment of silence to honor those 29 KLETC graduates no longer with us. Thank you. Members of the 285th, you're here. Graduation. You've made it. Hasn't been easy. You started your journey back on, I believe it was August 9th, 2021. And what a day that first day was, right? The nervousness of the unknown, meeting new people, and for some of you, finally feeling like you are starting your journey on the career that you've chosen, law enforcement. I cannot start to describe how proud I am of each one of you. You were told on that day one that everything that you were going to do would be different. There would not be a template for you to follow over the next 14 weeks, since this was all going to be new to all of us. You met those challenges, those schedule changes, those new classes and practicals with grace and determination, and have made it here. However, the work is not done. It's only just beginning. I challenge you to continue learning and to continue getting better at your jobs. You've entered this profession at a time when it's not easy. I encourage you to use the tools you've been taught to help manage some of that stress, and always remember, if you ever need to talk, I am here. Please reach out. I shared with you all early an important speech that I like to follow. My last challenge to you is to be the man in the arena. If not you, then who? Thank you for allowing me to be a small part of your journey here at KLETC. Congratulations, go do work, and be safe. And on behalf of the KLETC administration and everyone else here at KLETC, congratulations again on completing your basic training. It is my pleasure to introduce today's commencement speaker, Chief Mikel Golden of the McPherson Police Department. Chief Mikel Golden was originally from Brooklyn, New York. He served in the United States Navy from 1997 to 2005. Assignments included, and I apologize if this is wrong, Yokosuka, Japan, on board the USS Independence CV-62, Norfolk, Virginia, on the USS Harry S. Truman, CNV-75, and NAS Oceana, a master jet base in Virginia Beach, Virginia. While at NAS Oceana, Chief Golden was selected Sailor of the Year and received several other awards. In 2005, he was honorably discharged from the United States Navy. Chief Golden enjoys spending time with his wife and 2 daughters. He is a PADI certified rescue driver and a member of the McPherson Masonic Lodge American Legion Post 24, FBI LEDA, and FBI Joint Terrorist Task Force. Chief Golden has dedicated over 15 years of law enforcement service to the McPherson community. He joined the McPherson Police Department in October 2006 as a patrol officer. While attending the Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center, Class 189, his classmates voted him class president. In 2008, Chief Golden was promoted to detective and was selected for the police specialty team. Assignments included the McPherson Drug Task Force in 2010, followed by assistant team leader for the emergency response team in 2018. Chief Golden was promoted to the assistant chief of police and commander of the emergency response team in April 2018. On July 25th, 2019, Chief Golden was promoted to chief of police. Chief Golden is a member of the Kansas Association of Chiefs of Police and the Kansas Peace Officers Association. He has served on professional boards, including the Kansas Gang Investigator Association, as a regional representative, Kansas Narcotics Officer Association, also regional representative, McPherson County Crime Stoppers, McPherson Police Department Benefit Association president, and City of McPherson Safety Committee. Chief Golden holds Bachelor of Science degrees in Criminal Justice and in Business Organizational Leadership from Central Christian College of Kansas. He's also a graduate of FBI LEDA, the Kansas Police Administrators Seminar, Leadership, McPherson, and the KU Law Enforcement Leadership Academy Supervisor and Command School. Chief Golden will attend the FBI National Academy Class 283 in July 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, Chief Mikel Golden.
Well, good afternoon. I'm Police Chief Mikel Golden of McPherson Police Department, and it is an honor and privilege to be with you here today to speak to the Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center graduating class number 285. I would like to thank the sheriffs, the chiefs, law enforcement leaders, KLETC staff, and families and friends of the graduates here today. As I stand here, I look at the next generation of law enforcement, the ones who watched television over the past year and a half and said, no, I don't believe the media, the social media warriors, the negativity that divides our country. You believed this so much that you were willing to enter the ranks of law enforcement to show them they were wrong. Entering a profession which has a 99.9% success rate for having hardworking, caring, community leaders who put this uniform on daily. For this reason, you have all earned my respect and my gratitude. Today, I'm going to give you some advice on building a long, successful career and the importance of building relationships. President Calvin Coolidge once said, "No one is compelled to choose the profession of a police officer. But having chosen it, everyone is obligated to live up to the standard of its requirements." Sir Robert Peel, as the founder of modern policing, formed the Metropolitan Police Force in London. In 1829, he was quoted, "The police are the public and the public are the police. The police being only members of the public who are paid to give full-time attention to duties which are incumbent on every citizen in the interest of community welfare and existence." There was a time when there was no organized law enforcement. Everyone in the community shared responsibility for enforcing the laws. It was not complicated. There were two laws that were enforced: murder and theft. If you witnessed a murder or theft, you sent up a hue and cry, and everyone within earshot dropped what he or she was doing to help catch the lawbreaker. One day, someone got the idea that people should take turns being on watch overnight so everyone else could sleep. After a while, someone thought, wouldn't it be great if we all chipped in and paid a few people to be on watch all the time? Then the rest of us can sleep at night and just focus on doing our work during the day. Thus, the beginning of law enforcement. If there was one lesson I can leave you about police work, it is this: relationships are key. Every day you have the opportunity to build up your brand or tear it down. Build relationships with every person you interact with, whether good or bad. Every person you meet will tell other people about his or her experience with you. By the end of the day, they will have spread your reputation to many other people, either positively or negatively. Some of these impressions will follow you the rest of your career. Sometimes you are going to mess up or make mistakes. When mistakes happen, learn from those mistakes and do not make the same ones twice. Every day you are building your personal brand, your personal and professional reputation. To build relationships, you must build trust, not just with your coworkers and supervisors, but with the people in the community you serve. Give honest feedback. Be candid about how you see things. Drop the sarcasm. If you have a habit of using a lot of sarcasm, people have to wonder if you are serious. Develop a reputation for saying what you mean. Be fair and open-minded. Be even-handed and professional in your dealings with everyone. Honor your family, your partners, your bosses, and your public. Respect the Constitution and protect civil rights. Demonstrate your commitment to others by treating them fairly, without bowing to pressure, bias, or prejudice. Your job is to introduce others to the justice system. It is not to judge them or convict them. Support. Provide help, give advice, coach, and support other team members. Respect. Actively listen to the ideas of others. Listen to others understand rather than to oppose or speak. Fairness. Be quick to give credit and recognition to those who deserve it. Trustworthy. Your word is your honor. Your actions are your currency. It has taken you a lifetime to build your character. It will take you a minute to destroy it. Service-minded. Your jobs exist because there are people who need your service. Competency. Enhance your credibility by demonstrating good sense, technical ability, and professionalism. To be successful, you must always strive to learn and improve. I expect you to leave here today and go out and build relationships within your department and the community you serve. Keep in mind that it is not us against the community. We are part of the communities that we serve. You have been given the opportunity to do the greatest job in the world. Appreciate it. Work hard in whatever you do and have fun while you're doing it. As a police officer, you are a role model. Be a positive one. Be busy. Stop many cars and make many contacts. However, make them positive contacts. Be respectful with your enthusiasm. Never ever forget that nearly every crime has a victim. Protect the weak and do not be afraid to challenge those who are strong when they are doing wrong. With the great days, you're going to have bad days. You will have some trying days and some scary days. Be just, understanding, service-minded, trustworthy, intelligent, collaborative, and enthusiastic. That is the practice of justice. Use what you have learned and keep on learning. Practice your skills, be safe, make it home, and make sure your colleagues do the same, both physically and mentally. This job will show you the worst in people. Make sure you have hobbies, make friends outside of law enforcement, and do not be afraid to ask your partner if they are okay. Thank you for having me today as your guest speaker, and congratulations on your graduation. Good luck as you move forward with your careers, and in the words of President Harry S. Truman, give them hell. Thank you.
Chief Golden, on behalf of the 285th Basic Class, please accept this plaque as a thank you for taking time out of your day to share a few thoughts with the class.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's important to recognize those student officers who have excelled in various professional skill sets during their basic training. Fitness is a key component in any officer's life. It helps them manage the daily stress they will face and aids them in maintaining a healthier lifestyle, which will enable them to better mitigate the dangers they may encounter. All members of the 285th Basic Training Class were active and engaged in a fitness routine during their time here at KLETC. Some of them have gone the extra mile. The 200 Mile Club was created to recognize those student officers that complete 30 push-ups in a minute, 30 sit-ups in a minute, and run 1.5 miles in 18 minutes or less. On top of all of that, they had to log 200 miles or more outside of their regular activities by running, walking, cycling, or a combination of those activities. The 285th Basic Training Class had one officer who completed these goals. Mr. Miller, will you join me at the podium? Deputy Miller completed 205.9 miles as a member of the 200 Mile Club, the most miles completed for this basic training class. He also exceeded the other physical requirements of the 200 Mile Club by achieving the 30 push-ups in a minute, 37 sit-ups in a minute, and by completing his 1.5 miles in a time of 14 minutes and 15 seconds. You truly deserve this award. Please join me in congratulating Deputy Miller on this achievement. Good work. The Firearms Top Shooter Award recognizes the student officer from the 285th Basic Training Class for their firearms proficiency. Officer Amanda McCullough from the McPherson Police Department, please join me at the podium. Officer McCullough has showed great skill and proficiency during both the firearms qualification and during the tactical shooting drills. Shooting is a perishable skill and truly requires constant effort to maintain your abilities, and you have shown how practice and effort pays off. Well done. Officer McCullough, this medal is awarded to you for being the top shot for the 285th Basic Training Class. Last but not least, KLETC recognizes student officers who excel in academics by placing them on the Director's Honor Roll. To be placed on the Director's Honor Roll is a substantial accomplishment. A student officer must achieve a total average on the written examinations of 94% or higher. As a further honor, the student officer on the Director's Honor Roll with the highest overall academic score is awarded the Larry Welch Award of Academic Excellence. This award is named after KLETC Director and retired Kansas Bureau of Investigation Director Larry Welch. On behalf of the instructors and the staff of the Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center, it's my privilege to announce Officer Jonathan Adsit of the Medicine Lodge Police Department as the recipient of the Larry Welch Award of Academic Excellence for the 285th Basic Training Class. Congratulations. Oh, yeah. With his permission, Officer Adsit's final average after all examinations was 94.62%. It is now time for the class president of the 285th Basic Training Class to deliver a few brief remarks on behalf of the graduating class. Ladies and gentlemen, the 285th Basic Training Class President, Officer Grady Carl of the Emporia Police Department.
It's a lot more of you than I thought there'd be. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Kansas Law Enforcement Training Center for the graduation ceremony of the 285th Basic Training Class. It's an honor to represent my classmates as we stand before you, friends, family, chiefs, and sheriffs, for those joining us online, and for our instructors who could be here with us today. We thank you all for your support, guidance, and patience during our time here. The last 14 weeks have been a journey for all of us. We came from diverse homes and backgrounds to KLETC, each of us bringing a different reason for being here. With this moment in time, our reason why makes us who we are as officers today. We learned early on responsibility to self and others is one of the many foundations to build a good team. And together, we agreed to overcome our differences and build a relationship that eventually made us a family. This day would not be possible without our instructors. They have all been understanding and have taken the time to mold us with wisdom and to be the best officers for our communities in this modern day. You have answered our questions, addressed our many concerns, and provided valuable life lessons along the way. Our instructors have been on this road, which very few have done before, but this one's different. For the class of 285, our instructors have seen us at our best and worst days on this road. It can be a very tricky road to navigate, yet an easy one to veer off with many watchful eyes. With the education you have given us, we now have the tools and guidance to stay on our path of justice and integrity in our career as law enforcement officers. Faith, a complete trust in something or someone. And as we look into the crowd, all of us, we see our families, we see our friends. All of you have had faith in us that provided the strength and courage to continue moving forward day by day by day. Especially on those last-minute study sessions, just 5 minutes before an exam, when maybe we didn't believe in ourselves. But you out there, you never lost faith, and you always believed in us. Even now, as we all look into your eyes, we see the love and support you have gifted us. Our family and friends are the driving force behind every new officer on stage today. And we ask you to hold us accountable to a higher standard and never forget what integrity means to us. Class, we've all heard about 14+1 here at KLETC. It was drilled into our minds from day one, although that feels like a lifetime ago for us. As I stand here representing Class 285, just know today is our +1. We are no longer strangers, but we are brothers and sisters in blue. I am proud of each and every one of you for all that you have accomplished and to everything we have overcome. We stand here stronger in the end. From here on out, we will return to protect and serve as we are called to do so. Stay strong and wear the badge on your chest with pride. Again, it has been an honor to be your class president, but an even greater pleasure to get to know each and every one of you here. I think we are ready to go 10-8. The class of 285 is ready for duty. Thank you.
Stay here. It's my pleasure on behalf of KLETC administration and staff to present you with this plaque as an appreciation and recognition of you being the 285th Basic Class President. I hope you'll display this proudly. Congratulations. In law enforcement, ethics is at the forefront of training and our profession. The law enforcement oath of office affirmation is a constant reminder of the importance of always doing the right thing. This is something we've discussed in depth during your time here at KLETC. The ultimate purpose of law enforcement is public service. A law enforcement officer assumes great responsibility when they affirm the oath of office. They have entered the position of being role models, leading by example. They are enforcers of the law and protectors over our communities. I'll now ask Class President Officer Grady Carl to lead the class in reciting the law enforcement oath of office affirmation.
Class 285, please stand. Oath. On my honor, I will never betray my badge, my integrity, my character, or the public trust. I will always have the courage to hold myself and others accountable for our actions. I will always uphold the Constitution of the United States, the state of Kansas, my community, and the agency I serve. Lower your hand. Class 35, please seat.
In a few moments, you'll be presented with a challenge coin. Something similar to this old thing right here. Challenge coin is symbolic and meaningful and given to someone as a reminder of what they've done or to confirm membership in an organization. This coin today will recognize you as a graduate of KLETC. I ask that you carry it with you as a reminder of the lessons learned and the friendships forged during your time here at KLETC. On the back of this coin, you'll find the oath that each of you affirmed moments ago. Carry it with you and let it be a constant reminder to always do the right thing. Graduates, it's been my honor and distinct pleasure to be your class coordinator and a small part of your journey here at KLETC. I wish you nothing but success and happiness in the future. I will now ask KLETC Associate Director Alvin Sowers to join me on the stage to present the members of the 285th Basic Training Class with their certificates while I present each of you with a KLETC Challenge coin. Class President Officer Grady Carl will announce the names.
You ready? Jonathan Adsett. No, wait. Front row, please stand. Thank you. Always something. All right. Jonathan Adsett, Medicine Lodge Police Department. Matthew Milken, McPherson Police Department. Kelton Barrett, Pratt Police Department. Gavin Crawford, Great Bend Police Department. Matthew Dallaire, McPherson Police Department. Christy Ely, Wichita State University Police Department. Hannah Fisher, McPherson Police Department. Reyes Gonzalez Martinez, Kansas State University Police Department. Front row, please return to your seats. Please be seated. Second row, please stand. Brian Gutierrez, University of Kansas Medical Center Police Department. Thomas Harden, Oxford Police Department. Elizabeth Heth, Park City Police Department. You'll like this title. Blake Keith, Kansas Department of Wildlife and Parks. Seth Lloyd, Independence Police Department. David Martin, Independence Police Department. Victor Massey, Council Grove Police Department. Amanda McCullough, McPherson Police Department. Second row, please return to your seats. Please be seated. Third row, please stand. Robert Miller, Lyon County Sheriff's Office. Jeffrey Nix, Pratt Police Department. Jared Ratzloff, Park City Police Department. Antonio Richardson, Leavenworth Police Department. Blake Ridgel, Great Bend Police Department. Alexis Yeager, University of Kansas Medical Center Police Department. Fernando Zuniga, Lyon County Sheriff's Office.
And Grady Carl with the Emporia Police Department. Third row, please take your seats. And third row, please be seated. All right, folks, the last two graduations, the crowd got a little ahead of me, so we're going to do this a little different this time. But I want to appreciate and recognize everybody that attended today, and we want to thank you for coming. It means a lot to these graduates. They worked really hard. So in a few moments, I'll ask them to stand and bless them as Kansas law enforcement officers, and then I'll present the class to you. So class 285, please stand. On behalf of Director Beck, I hereby certify that each and every one of you have completed the basic training requirements satisfactorily to be Kansas law enforcement officers. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the class 285. And for the words they've been waiting 14 weeks for, class dismissed.